There we go, and good welcome everyone to Austria. It is round 3 in season 6. So yeah, we're in the mountains of Styria for the Austrian Grand Prix in Spielberg. And with me in the comms box, I've got Mr. Boats. Welcome, Mr. Boats.
Good evening, everyone. Nice to be back after our race last night. I'm not going to say
you know what, just don't. Hopefully there's no people who stop for McDonald's Happy Meals on the track. It would be nice. Anyway, we've got I just want to do the count here because Codemasters sometimes can't count. So yeah, Codemasters can't count again. So we're 14 drivers only, so everyone will go through to Q2 unless they do a pairing with the wall, which hopefully won't happen. But 14 drivers, so if all goes well, everyone just needs to put a lap up and get into Q2.
And hopefully if some of the drivers are listening to our stream, they can just give us an update on the weather, please.
Yeah, update on the weather and put a good lap in, and then yeah, retire from the session so we can move on. There is load shedding all over South Africa. We don't want to mess with people who start at 9 or at 10, so let's get some speed into this. And yeah, I don't expect anyone to do anything funny on this in this session. 15 minutes to go, so hopefully we can get it done in less than 15, so we can get on with Q2, where it really starts matching, and then we'll lose 4 people in Q2 if everything goes well. And this is round 3 of season 6 at FTR, and this is the last season on this F1 2021 game, as we are readying up for F1 2022. That's already on pre-order, and season 7 will start with that, so that's good news for all of us. It's a new game, a new fresh starts again. I think everyone is due for a new game. I'm just going around with Arne at the moment, a lot of guys in the pits, I'm not sure why. But yeah, it is a short racetrack. The undercut is extremely powerful around here. Expect the guys to do either a 1-stopper or a 2-stopper, depending on safety cars, but with not 20 cars on track, it should be more track space with less cars, so we should be okay. And great pace showed last night by Brad and by Shakes in Division 2. We basically dominated the race from qualifying to the end, really. So it was a good race by those two, and it's nice to so we've had 3 races in Division 2 with 2 different winners, Stoffel taking the first 2, and then it was Brad last night, Gerard, was it?
Yeah, Brad.
Yeah, so 3 winners, or 2 different winners in 3 races, so that's good in Division 2. In Premier Division, so because there's nothing really happening right now, everyone's just getting a lap on. So in Premier Division at the moment, we've had 2 races, which was in China, and then we moved on to Khaban Kharat. What was the last one?
China was China, then it was Imola, wasn't it?
No, man.
No, sorry, man. Canada.
Canada. The race. We forgot about that race. Well, good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from a Premier Division point of view, it was a Speed Alcoholic who walked away with the honours in the first race, and then Bob in the second one. So 2 races, 2 different winners in Premier Division. So that's also good to see. And from a standings point of view, it is at the moment Bob leading the championship in speed, yeah. So they 1 point adrift from each other, and then very close Boinkies, Grim, as well as Josh, and then also Knight and Yaku. So only 2 races done. This is round 3. After this round, next week will be round 4. So there will be, after this week, there will be 9 races left for the season. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So Yaku going out on the medium, so surprise, surprise, he wants to start on the soft, so he wants to make sure that he's got a lot of softs available. A 105.223 for him. 0 with a 1.531 on the soft, still in the pits. Basically Top Dog, Super D, Knight, Josh. Yeah,
so
not
we
sure.
already know low 104s, but obviously the guys are, you know, this is just Basically, to put your lap in,
Yeah.
get a feel for the car. I don't think you want to use too much of your tires.
Yeah, Tolman Kills and Bob pairing up in the Ferrari. Very strong team. Bob making the most out of it so far. So Ferrari looking good. Combined Constructors Championship this season for Premier Division and Division 2. And Alfa Romeo before this week was slightly running away with things at the moment. So hopefully someone can put a stop or start challenging a speed alcoholic.
Yeah, I think Ferrari
and
Ferrari and AlphaTauri looks like at the moment the strongest competitors. So
yeah, it's still a lot of races to go. Gerrit, a lot of difficult tracks coming up. I mean, we spoke about it last night. So we've got tracks featuring in the season is obviously Belgium, Spa-Francorchamps, which normally rains, and that can be tricky as heck. We've got Russia, which is penalty fest normally, the same as Austria. We've got Singapore coming up, we've got Jeddah coming up, so 2 street circuits in this calendar. We also have Hungary next week, which is very difficult to overtake. So a lot of difficult tracks, so anything can happen, so never say never.
Yeah.
Yeah, the speed alcoholic doing the right thing. He's retired in the pits. Well done to you, buddy. He's done with his lap, 104.366. But it is Simps in front at the moment. And yeah, so Hamrick in a Mercedes. Mercedes.
Night or Jaden.
Yeah.
I don't know how you put it, Night 2 or Nightly, I don't know.
Just call him Mr. Knight. We'll just ask him.
So he just starts his lap on softs.
Yeah, there we go. So from a constructor's point of view, it's like Gerrit said earlier, Ferrari and Alfa Romeo looking very strong. Alfa Romeo running away with things on 171 points already, with Stoffel 2 wins in the first 2 rounds. Speed Alcoholic another win for Alfa. Ferrari is hanging in there on 89 with the Red Bulls at 88. The Red Bulls scoring no points last night at the home race, which was extremely disappointing, I think, for the team and for both of us. But hopefully Super D and Josh can get it together tonight. We do need a bit of luck coming our way somewhere along the line for the team, so hopefully it will be tonight. It will be good to see a Red Bull on the top step at the home race this evening. But as the guys start retiring, they're not retiring as due to accidents or DNFs. They're just going into the pits, putting a lap up and getting on with things. Mercedes at the moment, I am currently with Sir Hamrick. They on 79 points, and he's pairing up with Zero to Cool and 2 good teammates. If they can get it together and have a little bit of luck on their side, they can also be very strong this season. So, Gerrit, I would say I tend to agree with you. Yeah, I think AlphaTauri, Red Bull is at the moment in a bit of trouble. But Ferrari, Alfa Romeo, AlphaTauri, and Mercedes, you know what? That looks really strong. So Boinkies with a 104.9. Hopefully he's going to retire in the pits. Arnu is out on track. Not sure why he's doing another lap. He did a 104.920, exactly the same as Boinkies. And then Super D in the pits. Well done, Super D. Well done for coming out on track. Well done, mate. Good job, good job. Should have been out like 4 minutes ago, mate. But he's out on track, so there we go. Knight is currently on track as well. Josh sitting in the pits, the 2 Red Bulls going out. And Bob, let's follow Bob a bit around in the Ferrari. Let's get on board with him. And yeah, he's invalidated his lap, but he's got enough fuel in to do another one. So let's go a lap around Austria. I actually want to do it with a Red Bull, but we might do that in quali 2. But let's get cracking in a lap in Austria with a Ferrari driver of Bob. The start-finish straight, DRS wide open. Coming into turn 4-1, you want to really run as wide as possible. There we go, 4th gear. Get into 5th, don't run wide like you did there. And if you do, if you put your tyres slightly on there with the throttle on, you will invalidate. So that is our hot lap done and dusted there. So he's going to have to restart again. So let's maybe follow Super D around. Let's get a hot lap from him around Austria. Maybe let's see if we can get a clean lap from someone to take you on board with. And as we head on, there we go, 5th, flat to the floor, DRS wide open, over the start-finish straight, and the lap count starts. And turn 1, as we saw, invalidated by the Ferrari driver. He goes extremely careful through there. I'm not even going to follow this lap because that's almost as slow as my lap last night. Knight, he is invalidated. Josh is on a lap. Let's follow Josh around. He's going to push a bit because he's on the mediums. Into turn 2. Great corner there by him.
So Knightley into the pits. He'll obviously have to come out again.
Yeah, Josh purple sector in sector 1 on those mediums. DRS wide open. Someone's in front of him. And he's just slowing down completely.
So go through some comments here. Sean saying all the best guys have an epic race. Puna, he's out to support his team. Arno and Nick, let's hope Nick can join later on with his load shedding. Go Alpha Turi. And Chillin Noble, that's Shakes. He say Forza Ferrari.
Shakes, we don't want to hear anything from you. Go practice. Don't practice. Go play some other games.
Then our old friend Nicholas Razor, he's saying good evening, gents. Good evening, Razor. Nice to hear from you.
Yeah, just getting on. Just getting on Puna's commentary around the AlphaTauri. Yeah, Nick is probably, Nick's been with us since the start of FTR. I think with Yaku, I think they're probably the only couple of drivers that started with FTR in season 1. So they've been part of the furniture for a very long time, and Nick is very passionate about his racing. So not having him in here is a bit of a disappointment, thanks to ESCOM. But hopefully Nick can join, so we'll keep our eyes pinned to the bottom of the screen to see when he actually joins. But yeah, if Nick can join, Arnu is showing some good pace as well, and Nick's had some good results, Gerard. So yeah, AlphaTauri is very strong. Let's not take anything away from AlphaTauri. But like Gerard said, the Ferrari team seems like the team at the moment, from a Ferrari point of view. We've got Torment in 7th, and we've got Bob, who still needs to set a competitive lap, but that's good enough to get him through.
Yeah, so we have Knight out, he's on his out lap. He's not using a new set of softs, he's probably just want to get a lap in there. Torment retires, so Josh, Knight, they're on out laps, they just need to put on times. Yeah, this is it's a difficult track. Everyone is fast here. Track limits is horrible here. But yeah, if you're fast in this track, you can do good, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Everyone always gets excited when they are within a tenth or within a tenth or two from a fast driver in front of them, and I keep on reminding them that, with a track that is so short that a 1 minute force basically break even. If you compare that to a longish track like Baku or Spa, which is what, 140 thereabout, 141s, 1 minute 41s. 0.2 of a second in Austria is actually a lot. If you convert that into a long track like Baku or Spa, it could actually be 0.5, 0.6 seconds that you're slower than the fastest driver. So everyone is fast around Austria.
Yeah.
It is just one of those short tracks. So,
and I think it's also a track everyone likes. Everyone likes this track. It's a nice track to drive.
Yeah, I actually fancy the track as well. It's probably not my strongest track, but I quite fancy the track. It's a nice and
most of the drivers like it. It's a good track. It's nice and short. It's got. Okay, there Knightley goes 104.258.
There we go.
Let's go towards
Josh. I think, I'm on with him at the moment. I think it's probably one of the tracks that's featured the most in 5 lappers is Austria because of the shortness of the track. So yeah, it is a favorite of everyone. You can expect everyone to be fast, and we saw that last night in Division 2.
People know this track like the back of their hand, so
yeah, but it's going to get interesting, Gerard, later during the season, or not later, as soon as next week when we get to Hungary, then off to Spa, then we're off to Russia. So it's tracks, except for Russia maybe, that's also normally featured in the 5-lapper events. It's going to be interesting to see how things shape up, but this needs to be a good night for Red Bull. If we look at the constructor standings, it really needs to be a good race for the Red Bull team at home. It needs to be a good race for Mercedes and for Williams if they want to keep themselves in the hunt for the constructors. So yeah, it's all out. So Josh has gone faster with a 104.2. Knight's going into the pits to retire. Josh will hopefully duck into the pits and retire so we can get on with things. And yeah, no one into the wall. So all 13 drivers, all 14 drivers, will go through to Q2. And that's where it's going to get interesting. Right, so Josh is ducking into the pits. And me and Khaled will join you guys back in Q2. Right, we're back in Q2, so it still looks hard. I'm not sure if you've got a weather update yet for us, but it is very overcast, so I'm not sure if we're going to get rain. We'll see how quickly the cars come out to track. But it is just 15 minutes in Q2, and we're going to lose 4 drivers. But who's it going to be this evening? So with Austria being so tight, everyone being fast, it's going to be interesting to see who we lose, and it might just be the luck of the draw. But it is Arno that's out on track first, so we're going to get on board with Arno as soon as he starts his flyer. It seems like Arno's out first. It's a McLaren that's second. The only one, that is Simps. We might announce this a little bit later, but Simps might be joining Jaco Nagel in the Alpine for the rest of the season, as one of the drivers pulled out due to personal reasons, and we're looking forward to seeing him back in the next season. But yeah, so there might be a little bit of driver swap, so as early as race 4 in the season. But it is Arno that's first out on track, and then Sims. So I think we're gonna get on board with Arno as he starts his hot lap, and see how Arno gets along with things. As he
to interrupt you, I see Nick say he's going to be like a steamroller coming from the back, so looks like he's power.
As long as there's no big bumpers on that car. Right, it's Arno goes through to turn 1, takes the inside curb, a little bit too much maybe of that, 4th, 5th gear. The DRS wide open on the first of the 3 DRS zones here in Austria. And then it is a hard braking point into turn 2. You can brake as late as what Arno did. The really good car rotation there from Arno. Second DRS zone wide open. And then it's all about a downhill right-hand braking turn. This is probably one of the coolest corners. I love this corner. And he goes in 3rd. I normally go there in 2nd, but 3rd gear for Arno there. Good rotation of the car again. Then don't run too wide because you invalidate the lap here. Stay on the inside. And then you can run a little bit wide here, no problem. Do not touch the inside curb here because you will lose control of the car. We know that for a fact. And it's purple sectors for him, but that is the first flyer that we see in Q2. Goes into 6th, don't run too wide, Arno. He didn't, and get the car. I tell you what, he got off the throttle there. That probably saved him by the skin of his teeth, but a 104.5. That is a really good lap time by Arno. So great stuff there by Arno. To get the first lap. Sims was the second one out. I just want to see Sims coming through now. And yeah, a 107.731. So not the cleanest of laps by Sims. And then it's an Alpine. I think it is. No, it's not. It's a Williams. And that could be Knight. Yeah, there we go.
So he's coming, no, that's his outlap. He's
outlap, yep.
Then he's followed by two Mercedes, I believe.
Right, so we're gonna get on board here with Knight, with Jaden, and let's see, compare him to Arnu. So Arnu took a lot of inside curve into turn 1, and Knight doesn't. So he actually just touches it. That's a very good exit out of turn 1. Got quickly more, quicker than Arnu on the power there. And let's see how he does turn 2. Does he get the same rotation as what Arnu got? Brakes a little bit earlier than Arnu. Good rotation. He is on the mediums, however. 0.5 of a second difference between the two tires. Second DRS zone, and it's activated. Let's see how he goes into turn 3. Nice turn 3 there by Jaden. So he's on it at the moment. This looks like a very good lap on the mediums. Run wide, he goes into 5th. Yeah, just throttle it. 104.5 by Sims. He goes fastest. So this looks like a good lap by Jaden. So let's see how he negates the last 2 corners. 6th gear, yeah, touch the curb. That's very good. Inside curb again, gets onto 5th. This is a very good lap by Knight. And that's going to be, I tell you what, 104.182 on mediums. My word. That is a rapid.
Top Dog coming in for his lap. He's also on the medium in the Haas.
Yeah, so Zero's gone 4th on a 104.712, and he's pushed down now to 5th. And that's because of Top Dog going on in a 104.465. On the mediums as well. Yep, the 5 lappers is coming into play here. Lots of 5 lappers by these guys in the online lobby, so you can see people just love the track. Super D currently on track, and he's on an outlap, so we're gonna follow the Red Bull driver because that is a Red Bull home race. So let's see how he gets along. So he is on a soft tire, so we expect this to be a good lap time by him. So let's go into turn 1 and see how he takes turn 1 in 5th gear, different than all the other guys going into 4th, so he goes into 5th. He's got a car in front of him, but that shouldn't hinder him too much. Yeah, gets nicely out of the way. That is a Haas, and that is Top Dog getting nice out of the way there. So no, it's a green sector for Super D, but that's to be expected.
Grim is also on a flyer. He's got 2 purple sectors. He's coming into the last sector now. I'm just on board with him.
Alright, so Super D is on the mediums, not on the softs. Apologies for that. So let's see what he can get up to.
Unfortunately, invalidates on the last corner.
Yeah, welcome to Austria.
Yep.
This looks solid by Super D. Let's see if he can get into that 104 mark of the mediums that Sims has put up. And Top Dog and Knight runs wide, don't invalidate, so he's going to get a lap in, but that cost him a lot of time. A 104.788, that probably cost him 2 tenths.
Yeah, a lot of guys are invalidating on that last turn, and I think that the limits there are so, I would say, absurd, you know?
Yeah.
It depends where you hit that curb or
Yuck is going to crush the line now on the softs. He does a 105.4, but I'm going to follow him around. On his second lap, I think he was just using the first lap as a banker. Let's see if he's up or down in sector 1, and then we will know if he's pushing really hard.
Okay, so Josh also got purple sectors in sector 2 on the medium. He's coming towards sector 3 now. 2 corners to go. And it's between in second on the mediums, 104.244.
Yeah, that is absolutely rapid. So let's see if Yaku is up in sector 2. Yeah, Yaku's about half a tenth up in sector 2. Oh, and he just misses a Alfa Romeo. That's a speed. Yeah, parked it on the side there. So this looks like a good lap from Yaku. So he will get into the 104s with this lap, no doubt about that. Let's see where this puts him. 104.752. Thank you, Yaku, for not making me look like an ass there. 104.752.
So Boinky's coming across the line, 105.123. That's also on the mediums.
Yeah, he's going to be in a bit of trouble, Kharat. He needs to get into the 104s or else he will not make it through. And I don't think you want to start too far from pole on a fresh set of tires. I don't think it's going to make that big a difference.
Coming for his lap, yeah, to redo. Yeah.
And he goes top.
173, yeah.
173, but that is on the soft. So, but we saw also last night, Gerard, with Shakes and Brad, very good lap times on the mediums, but they couldn't replicate that on the softs. They were actually a tenth faster on the softs than what they were on the mediums. So there wasn't a big difference on the softs and mediums for them. And I actually felt it in the race as well. I mean, I did soft, medium, soft strategy, and the softs were absolutely on the same pace as mediums. So I do not, the softs is definitely not going to make a big impact in the race. It's going to be interesting to see what Knight and Josh can do on the softs, if they can get a half a tenth out of that time, which will get them into the 103s. Bob is in sector 2. Let's just see what he's doing. So he's currently on a flyer.
No, that's his second lap. The first one he invalidated.
Alrighty, so let's see if he it's a purple sector 2 for him. Doesn't invalidate that, so 104.490. Yeah, I think he backed out a little bit in sector 3. I could just probably hear that in the engine, so that is good enough for 5th at the moment.
So Super D is starting his outlap on mediums again.
Alright, so just tell me when he goes on his hot lap, Gerard, and we can follow him around. So guys, that is in trouble on the drop zone at the moment. Super D on a 104.7 with those mediums. He needs to get into the low 104s if he want to get through. So Hamrick's in a bit of trouble there, so is Boinkies, and Speed Alcoholic with that spin in the Alfa Romeo. He's going to have to go out again. There is 5 minutes left, so very short track like we mentioned before. So plenty of time. You can actually go out with 3 minutes or so and still get 2 flyers in. Like I said, you don't have to take an easy outlap because the track is not that aggressive on tyres. I see an Alpha Tauri going out, and that should be Arne. And I am correct, that is Arne going out. So Super D
just started his flyer there.
Right.
Past Arne.
Yeah, let's see what D can get up to here. So he needs probably about 4 tenths to half a tenth to make sure he is basically square in sector 1. So 3 hundredths of a second down.
Traffic there in front of him, and looks like a Mercedes.
Gets nicely out of the way there. It's probably Sir Hamrick. And let's see what these sector 3 times are going to be, or sector 2 times going to be like. But like I said, he probably needs 4 to 5 tenths.
And that's good sector there.
Yeah, a tenth up, but I suspect that's not enough. But he didn't have a good exit out of turn 1 or the last turn earlier, so you can probably make up 2-3 tenths. This looks much better by him. I think he probably gained 3 tenths there. Let's see how much he gained. Yeah, about 2 tenths.
Correct. And he backs out.
Yeah, 104.390. So that is very good by Super D. So let's see who's in trouble. So Arno is in trouble. He is in sector 1 at the moment. He is currently out on track, so we'll check his sector 1 time. Super D getting nicely out of the way there. He's basically square with sector 1, 7 hundredths of a second down on his personal best. And hopefully, I think all the time to be made up looks to be in sector 3 in terms of confidence going into those last 2 right-handers. But let's keep an eye out for Arne here. Arne probably needs about 2 to 3 tenths on those softs if he really wants to. He's a purple sector in sector 2, but he's still 500ths down, which tells me that his sector 3 time was horrible. So expect him to be about 2 tenths up in sector 3 if he doesn't invalidate, which he doesn't do. And let's see if I'm right. Oh man, a 104.
It's close, it's very close.
Very close. So he's safe through for now.
Okay, so we got Sir Hamrick now. He's on his flyer. Boinkies also.
Alright, so let's get on board here with Sir Hamrick. And yeah, he probably needs about 4 tenths to 3 tenths as well. And probably once again sector 3 where he's going to gain that time.
Boinkies is up 4 tenths.
Right, I just want to check Sir Hamrick sector 2 times, and then we'll jump to Boinkies. He's backed out, so let's get on board with Boinkies as he comes through to the last two corners. Where is this going to put him? In fifth with a 104.381. Good lap by him. So that takes him out of the drop zone. I think that's relatively safe. Yaku's on an outlap, Sims on an outlap, Speed Alcoholic on an outlap. So Hamrick's going to have to start all over again. Torment is 0.02 of a second up on his time. And I just want to look at Top Dog. He's on an outlap. So let's stick with Torment, the Ferrari driver. Let's see if he can make some time up in Sector 2. So it is extremely close at the moment.
Sims is also up. He's up 3 seconds basically on his time.
Right, so Torment had a little bit of traffic there, but hopefully that didn't mess around too much with him. But it looks like it was a yellow Sector 2 for him, so it's not a personal best for him, which might hurt him.
I think we lost Hamrick. He retired. He hit the wall there. Sims just drove past him now, so Hamrick out.
Alright, so Torment goes third with a 104.234 on those softs. That's a very good lap there by Torment, my word. So Arne in trouble, like you say. Sir Hamrick is out. Speedy Alcoholic is out. Yeah. Alfa Romeo going to start at the back of the grid with the Mercedes driver. Let's see what Sims can get up to. That was a bit of he backed out of that. So Gerard, we people in trouble here? Probably.
Is Yaku and Sims?
Yeah, I would actually
Bob
say
and
Bob, Arnu, Sims and Yaku. So do me a favor, and if you can get on board with Sims for me and see what he can do.
Oh, he just lost it coming out of turn 1.
Alright, so
turn 2.
Yaku is starting his last lap now. So Sims is basically out. Let's just keep an eye out on Sims, Gerard. I'm not sure.
I don't know if he's going to have enough fuel also.
Okay. So Yaku needs 2/10 to get him through to Q3. Let's see if he can find those 2/10 somewhere. Didn't find it in Sector 1. Is Sector 2 going to be his golden sector this evening?
Sims invalidated.
Alright, so that's Sims out. So Arne at the moment safe. Yaku is at 10th down. And
Sims into the wall.
Yeah, Yaku is also backed out of this lap. So there we go. It is quali 3 done. So we've lost Sims into the wall. So Hamrick into the wall. Speed Alcoholic not putting a time up, and you can see the McLaren standing there with hardly any wheels on. So let's just.
The guys are definitely pushing in this.
Yeah, it is so close. Right, so let's look at who we lost. We lost Sims in the McLaren, Yaku Nagel in the Alpine, so Hamrick, and Speed Alcoholic challenging for the World Championship. He's down in 14th, going to start at the back, hopefully with Nikitchen. But it is Grim who sets the first pace on a 104.173. Brilliant pace by Knight on a 104.1 on mediums, 104.2 by Josh. And let's remember those times to see if they can replicate that in Q3. Gerard, any comments on YouTube? Anything?
No, nothing new after next
right.
comment. I think it's a bit quiet now, so
all right.
guys are just probably ready for Q3.
All right, so it's going to be a top 10 shootout for us. At this stage, it looks like, from a tyre point of view, that Knight and Josh looks extremely well placed. They will start the race on the medium, so expect them to do a one-stopper. I don't expect them to go two-stoppers from what we saw last week in Canada. Looking very well after their tyres. So
yeah, they got that knack to manage their tyres very well in the race.
Yeah, like Checo does.
It's a nice
yeah,
skill to have. Yeah.
Yeah, and while we're talking about Checo, so a big weekend this weekend for F1. We're in for the first time in Miami, inaugural Miami. I already see a celeb list including Tom Cruise, The Rock, the football star, and I can't remember his name now, but what a legend he is, American football star, Tom Brady. So he's going to be there. I love that man. So A-listers galore in going to be there. And all Max Verstappen's comment was, I don't want to fiff and faff, I want to win. So well done, Max. Not bothered by anything, he just wants to win. Legend. So yeah, the inaugural Miami practice is tomorrow. Practice 1 and 2. And then practice 3 will be on Saturday morning. So it's going to be a good weekend for us. It's a good,
what
mizzy.
time is it going to be? Early in the morning or late at night?
Well, it seems like it's basically the same. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think it's the same time as what Kota is. Okay. So I'll just double check just now and what times they are. But it's going to be a busy May. We've got 3 Grand Prix in May out of the 4 weeks that there is. So it's going to be a nice, interesting May. Right, so the first man on track is Super D, and I am going to follow him around. And he's got... is it Super D? Yep, Super D. And he's got Top Dog behind him, who's just sitting in his slipstream. I tell you what, if D is clever, he backs out of this, because he's just towing Top Dog all along the way with him. Right, so it's important to get a lap in as soon as possible, a banker. So I'm going to keep my eye out on Super D Sector 2 time and Top Dog as soon as the sector times come up. So Super D at 44.574. And I missed Top Dog Sector 2 time, unfortunately. But yeah, Top Dog is milking the slipstream from D. He's probably losing a bit of front end in the corners. That might just hurt him. It looked like he dropped back a little bit, but let's see. Super D at 104.3. There we go. Slipstream for you. Almost a tenth and a half. Almost a tenth and a half. And Knight goes fast. It's with a 104. Flat almost. So that's good. Arne is on a lap. He's crossing the line at 104.671. But there is more to Arne. There's probably another 2 or 3 tenths there for Arne. Josh is currently in Sector 2. So let's have a look and see. Then we'll jump to 0 and Boinkies.
Are we going to go into the 103s tonight?
Won't surprise me. We got very close to that last night with Brad and Shakes. So, yeah. Is it going to be Josh? Is it going to be Bob? Is it going to be Knight? Who's it going to be?
Josh opens the account.
Red Bull 103.946 by Josh. My word, that's rapid. No wonder they're in Premier Division. Right, so let's see what Tormund can get up to. Tormund's on a lap now. Let's just see. Boinkies is on a lap. Tormund.
Oh, Ricky just commented. He said practice 2 is 11:30 tomorrow night.
11:30?
Yeah.
Yeah, whiskey time. Yay!
Because they got different time zones in America.
Oh, you're actually right. Eh? So Miami is on a different time zone than what Texas is. Rightly so. So practice 2 will be at 11. So I take it practice 1 will be around probably about 7, 8 o'clock at night. So it's going to be a cool night. Happy days. Right, so Josh 103.947. So Knight's still there. We're still waiting for Grim to put up a lap. I am currently with Grim on board. We're also waiting for Tormund. Tormund's got a cross. So there we go. Josh 103.869. Where the...
Okay,
yeah.
So Zero also in the 103s now. 103.958.
Also 103.958. Tormund 104.2. That is a mega lap by Tormund Kills. And Grim goes fastest. Oh. I'm not going to say that time. That is ridiculous. That's nonsense. That's
103.663.
That's poor nonsense. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Except
that's pace.
Mega.
That's pure pace.
My word. Boinkies is on a lap, but he's backed out of it. So we'll catch him when he starts again in the Alfa Romeo.
So the guys will all have one more run. That's a massive target for them. I'm sure they're going to give it their all.
Yeah, so that is...
Let's just see Bob, yeah.
Gerard, I'm willing to put money on this. I don't think that's going to be beaten. I think that it's going to be your pole lap. I think that is it. I think there might be some changes further down the field, but I don't think a 103.663 is going to be beaten tonight. So let's see if anyone can prove me wrong. Bob is probably coming into the pit. Was Bob having another go?
Looks like it,
He's ducking into the pits. Nice wide entry there. Torment, he's going to duck into the pits. Yeah, he's backed out of that. No fuel. Right, so Super D invalidated. Is he? Yeah, he's invalidated. That was actually a flyer for him, I think. Yeah, that was a flyer, so he's backed out of it. Probably turn 1 where he's invalidated, ran a slightly wide. And I tell you what, the track limits around turn 1 is ridiculous. They should give you that meter to the left, which they obviously don't.
Yeah, they give it to you in the real F1.
Yeah, they give it. Yeah, absolutely. You can hear the tires on the floor hitting that white and yellow or red curb. But in F1 2021 game, Codemaster says, nah, screw you. I'm going to give you that.
90 also goes, he just invalidates there.
Yeah, that's pushing the limits. Everyone is going to push the limits now.
Up to 10s.
Right, so I'm going to follow Super D. Gerard, he's going to have a go for this. He's probably got... If he's not up on this lap, I bet he would probably pit and slap on another pair of softs if he does have any. But let's see. So Super D, a 104.355, and yeah, 310s.
And Arno also up.
All right, so you keep an eye out on Arno there for me. Right, Super D is almost half a tenth up in sector 1, or more than half a tenth.
So Arno improved, but he didn't improve his position. He's got a 104.546 now.
Oh, well, that is a good improvement by him. It's all about improving, and not necessarily position sometimes, especially on this track where everyone is so close. But let's have a look at Super D. He was very good sector 1, extremely good turn 1 there. Great exit. Let's see. And he's 2.5 tenths up. So can Super D get into the 103? So 104.355. Currently, this will take him to 5th, just above Torment, and invalidates.
Oh, yes.
Alright, so he's going to have to start all over again. And
that would have put him in 5th place.
Yeah, probably 5th, 4th, depending on how his sector 3 was. He probably could have jumped Knight. Is he going to have a dash to the pits? Trying to do another lap. Yeah, he's 2.5 tenths down, so that's not going to be improved. We're not saying much about Zero, and I'm going to jump on Zero to cool one of our management members, Hanku. He's done a 103.95. That is mega quick by Hanku, Gerard. That's a super lap by Hanku. So let's see, he's starting his flyer now. So let's get on board with the Mercedes driver and see. He's currently on the 2nd row. And I tell you what, he wants that 103, say. He probably knows that just the 10th is going to get him there. Not the best of exit out of turn 1. Yeah, he's half 400ths of a second down. Yeah. Ah, 2 tenths down in sector 2, so I don't think this is going to be an improvement by Hanku. But he's currently on the 2nd row with a 103.958.
Arno goes 7th.
Good lap by Arno. Alright, so Knight on an outlap, Torment on an outlap, Barb's on an outlap, Super D back into the pits. Right, Boinkies is currently warming up his tyres, so I'm going to have a look at a bit of Boinkies. We haven't seen him much tonight in the Alfa Romeo. So obviously the only Alfa in this session, or everyone making space for the Alpha Tauri and the Mercedes coming through. That's the Alpha Tauri of Arno. And that is the Mercedes of Hanku. So Hanku in sector 2, a little bit up, but not too much to speak of. Yeah, that's it for Hanku. He's not going to improve. He's ducked into the pits. Knight is up in sector 1. Purple sector 2 for him, so Knight's gone 3/10 faster. Is this going to be trouble for Grim? Because if he can shave off that amount of time, yeah, let's see.
I'm just looking at
he runs
yes,
too wide.
bloody crack. That was
My
close.
word. That
was
3.5 tenths. 3.5 tenths. My word. That wouldn't have been pole, but it would have been definitely on the second row of the grid. Tormund Kills is 5,000ths of a second up on his time. So Bob goes third with a 103.938. Good lap there by Bob. Tormund Kills purple sector by Tormund in sector 2. So let's see what Tormund can get up to here. Can he get into the 103s as well? That magic number. Runs wide again, so that would have been a 103
a lot of
or 104.
Get caught out by that last 2 corners.
Yeah, Top Dog 7 up, so let's have a look. And invalid. Oh, he's invalidated. This game is very slow. Sorry, it's giving me late information. Super D is on track. He's invalidated. So that's Super D's qualifying session done for him. He will start in 9th.
Bob is going fast. Oh, he's also invalidated, so yeah.
Yeah. So Knight's going into the pits. That's done for Knight. Tormund's done. Top Dog is done. Arne is done. Yeah, I think that's qualifying done and dusted, Gerard. It looks like we've got Grim on pole. Josh in second. Hey, and I was right. No one beat that pole lap time. So Josh in second. So front row start for the Red Bull driver. Bob in third. 0 in fourth. Knight in fifth. And then we've got Tormund, Top Dog, Arne, Super D, and Boinky. So as we wait for the drivers to just complete and get to the grid, me and Kharat just going to get something to drink and we'll be back now.
Hey, formation lap.
Yeah, so before we begin the race, be sure to check out Division 2 every Wednesday night. We've got, and join our host, Webo, Red 5, which is our commentator for Division 2. You can follow him on social media, on Twitter, he's on Instagram as well, and I think he's got Twitch as well, so go look at Webo Red 5. You can follow him around, and you can join him as he hosted Division 2 Comms Box every Wednesday for FTR for the remainder of the season. But yeah, let's put our focus back to this evening. Josh starting on the mediums and Knight, as well as Top Dog, Super D. Brand new mediums probably for Simpson, for Yaku Nagel. Also for Speed Alcoholic. New softs for Nick Gishan. Watch for him out at the back there. Sir Hamrick on softs. Brand new pair of softs there for him as well. But yeah, let's see what Grim can do. Can he get a good start there? Is Josh going to be a sitting duck on those mediums in terms of traction off the line? As the guys start forming on the grid.
Yeah, so we got 15.
Yeah, 15 drivers. Hopefully, with the new game coming soon and a new season, we can hopefully fill up a Premier Division for next season. But at the moment, it's all about these 15 drivers as they get into positions. Green flags from the front, green flags at the back, so expect the lights to go on very soon.
There we go.
Right, so 2 of them, it's 4 of them, it is the last red light and they are all out. It is a great start there by, it looks like, oh yeah, it is, it's a great start by Bob. He's getting the inside of Josh, so, runs a bit wide there.
It looks like everyone is through, no incidents I can see in the back.
Yeah, for some other weird reason, Zero to Cool is ghosting, I'm not sure why is that. The same, oh, there's a lot of cars coasting. Not sure what's going on here.
No, it looks like they're all in, I think it's just,
yeah, it's probably just from Monk's side.
So
right, so, ooh, aggressive
30.
overtake there from Super D. He's lost some positions, well, not really, but he's trying to gain back, so he's a 9th. And he's with Top Dog on the outside of Top Dog. Top Dog's got an inside line here. D's going to give him space. He does. Ooh, very tight between these two. Sorry, it's Arno Gous in front of him.
Yeah, so Boinkies also lost a lot of places. I see Top Dog into the pits. Maybe some wing damage there. Let's see. I'm on board with him now.
Yeah, that's painful for him starting on the mediums to pit now. Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, a wing change and he goes soft.
Yeah. So it is Grim currently leading from Bob. And then Josh is in 3rd. We've got, yeah, and then this DRS train. I just want to go further down. As Zero and Arno is having a go. Arno having a good start so far. Arno going up into 7th, so 2 overtakes. He's taken Super D and now he's taken Zero to Cool. He's hunting after Simps now in front of him. Nick Gishan all the way from the back, Gerard. He's currently in 10th, so a good start by him. We expected that from him.
No, he's getting chased hard by Speed Alcoholic. Yeah, Grim not getting away from Bob. Josh also keeping up there with the medium, so that's going to help him when the pit changes happen. He'll be able to stay out, him and Nike. So you got the 2 Williams on different tires, so
yeah, Super D is going to have a dive here on the inside, is he? Good overtake there by Super D on Arno. Is he going to get the traction that he needs out of it? Yeah, he does. So he gets Arno back. So and now on the inside of Arno is Sims, and Sims make that move stick. So I don't know, with the 2 positions that he's gained, he's just lost now in a matter of 2 corners. So Super D up into 8th. Sorry, it's Nick Gishan then in 9th.
I think there was Zero that lost first place.
Yeah, sorry, it's Zero, yeah.
And Super D driving a lot of curb there. Looks like it was window bashing there. And Sims, Nike, they're all pushing fastest laps, so they're all in the 106s at the moment.
Yep. Nick Gishan on the inside of Super D.
I think he had to back out there. And also Super D's got the DRS.
Yeah.
And I can see Zero coming there, so these guys are bashing it out here.
Yeah, so we're currently with Sir Hamrick, and he's under pressure from Zero and Boinkies.
Nick gets DRS and he takes Super D now.
Yeah, so Nick having, I mean, from literally last on the grid to 8th in a space of 4 laps.
Yeah.
That's mega by Nick. So he's chasing after Arno Gous at the moment. But yeah, there's a DRS train there. Nick Gishan, Super D, Sir Hamrick, Zero to Cool, Boinkies. 3 adrift in that corner. This is a great battle here between Zero Speed and Yaku is just sitting at the back there waiting for them to do something silly. Oh, big spin there. That is Boinkies. He's lost the car and a big spin by him. There's no damage, but yeah, got back onto track nice and clean, and he rejoins in 14th, so probably a little bit too much curb there by him losing the car. And Top Dog with that pit stop is 21 seconds behind. Alright. So Grim all over the back here of Josh. Remember, Josh is on the mediums and Bob is on the softs. And like we predicted, there's absolutely no difference in tyres between these tyres at the moment.
Yeah, we missed the overtake here between Bob, Josh and Grim.
Yeah. So so no differential on tyres here. So expect Josh to start becoming very strong around about lap 10, 11. Oh, as Grim runs wide and almost into the gravel. Lost a bit of time there to the guys. Is he gonna pit?
It looks like maybe he picked up some damage.
I think no, he let his teammate come through nicely. So I'm just having a look and see.
Tires,
yeah, he's definitely battling. But he did let his teammate come past, so to have a go at the guys in front. I can't see any damage on end plates or anything, but yeah, he might be in a bit of trouble. Yeah. He's under pressure now from Torment Kills. Torment on the inside. So Grim gives him the space on the outside. Well done, Grim. And he's going to get DRS as well.
Arno also got DRS.
Right. Oh, big moment. Speed Alcoholic and Super D. A bit of tire bashing there between the two. Super D currently in 9th. Zero to Cool has picked up his first penalty of the race, and that's a 3 seconds for him. So Hamrick probably got a bit of damage. I think he's got damage on that wing. He's going into the pits. Yaku's just gone past him, so that bash with Super D probably gave him some damage.
Yeah. I see Grim is staying out, but he's very slow. I don't know if he's maybe got damage somewhere else on the car.
Yeah.
The car doesn't look fast enough, but he's losing pace towards Torment, and Arno is on him.
Yeah, so Bob, Josh and Knight now very close to each other. In fact, they all are. Torment Kills, Grim, Arno, Sims. A bit of a gap there to Nick Gishan in 8th. And then a gap to Super D. And then Zero to Cool all over the back of Super D as well. I'm not sure if Super D's got damage or if he's just battling with the mediums at this stage.
Yeah, maybe he's got some damage, but you can't, there's no visual damage. And Yaku also coming up towards him now. It looks like he is going a bit slower.
Right, so the DRS train has once again arrived.
We got a car off. That's Winkies, no wing. Lost it coming out of, I think it's end of sector 2.
Alright, so he's going to go back into the pits.
Will overtake him now.
Yeah. So that's going to put Winkies. Yes. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, that's probably one of the worst pit lane entries in this game.
Yeah, in the calendar most definitely. Yeah. So that's going to put Poinkies last with the new wing. It's going to be interesting to see what tyres he puts on. And he goes for a fresh set of mediums. Right, so the top 7 are still extremely close to each other. Then Nick Gishin still a little bit back, and the problem is if you don't have DRS with the guys in front of you, it's very difficult to catch these guys. So yeah, we're gonna see who pits first around these soft runners.
Oh yes, and Sims having a moment coming out of the last corner there.
Right, so Nick has gained because of that mistake, so he's
it looks like
he's
Josh
got DRS now.
Overtake now. So it looks like this is a stage where the mediums are working better. Let's just see if Knightley very close now. Can he also get? But it's difficult because Bob also got DRS.
Yeah, the problem is if you're running in the front Gerard is that everyone behind you's got DRS, and you're gonna end up using so much of your boost. But he has been saving some of his boost. But he's already pulled a half a tenth out of Bob at the moment. There's a position changes. It seems like Sims has gone through on Arnu. So Sims is up into 6th, Arnu in 7th. Nick Gishin is now chasing after his very good friend Arnu. So the two McLarens.
Like Arnu is coming back. They're very close to each other here. Yo. This battle royale.
Oh, this is going to be which side is though they're going to go. Arnu goes on inside. Is he going to stick it in there? Oh, I tell you what, that was late braking by Sims. My word, good braking there by him. He gave Arnu no chance whatsoever on the inside of into turn 2. And that's now put Arnu under pressure from Nick. And Nick is now within a tenth of Arnu. And I'm going to get on board here with Nick and see if he can get his very good friend Arnu. If Nick can move himself up into 7th. It's probably all going to be about turn 1. Is Nick going to get a better exit than Arnu out of here? Basically similar. He's got DRS again. I don't think he's going to have enough in the tank to get on the inside of Arnu. Arnu goes on the inside. Nick's going to go on the outside. Good respect by these two drivers. So Nick's going to get DRS, but same does Arnu. And Nick goes on the outside. Is he going to make this stick side by side into turn 3? Yeah, he's gone past Arnu. So Nick up in to 7th position, and he's going to chase after Simps now. He's a teammate in the McLaren. So time penalties for Simps, Nick Gishin, Arnu Goos, and 0-2 Cool so far. Alright, Arnu seems to be going into the pits. Yes, he is. So we'll see what tyres he puts on when he comes out. So it's Arnu into the pits, and Josh still in the lead. Not using too much of his boost, but Knight saving so much ERS. He's sitting on almost full, so yeah, well done to him for managing that very well. Top Dog is the latest to join the time penalty section, 3 seconds for him. Arnu comes out just behind 0-2 Cool. So Arno has made his mandatory pit stop. He probably wants to get through the race with these mediums, so let's see if he can do that.
Yeah, so you expect the soft runners to start. This is their pit stop window now, so you can expect them to come anytime soon.
Yeah, let's see if Josh can start extending that gap there, and if Knight can actually get past Bob. You get the feeling that Knight is just buying his time. He is just sitting within DRS range here, getting the boost. And when he feels it's ready and it's time to go, a mistake from Bob, maybe he will start using his ERS, but he's not using any at the moment.
So he actually doesn't need to, because you know he's got the DRS all the time.
Tormund Kills, very good race by him and the Ferrari driver. So Ferrari's second and fourth, and we said Ferrari is a big threat at this stage, with Alfa Romeo slightly running away with their constructors in round 1 and 2. But Ferrari is back. Good results last night from Ferrari, barring the stewards report that still needs to come out. But I don't think it's going to affect what happened. But good again from Ferrari, Gerard, second and fourth.
Yeah.
And Williams, same thing, third and fifth. So that's good for Williams. McLaren at the moment 6th and 7th, Red Bull 1st and 9th. Yaku is at the back of, Super D is at the back here of Yaku, so let's see if he can get some inroads here, get that 8th position, and start doing something. He's not even half distance yet.
Because Nick is into the pits now.
Yeah, that's very early for him, but we know the undercut is extremely powerful,
But he took a lot out of his tires because he virtually started from the back, so he was pushing.
Yeah, brand new mediums for him, Zero to Cool also into the pits. So Nick's gonna come out. Yeah, there's the undercut view. Arno Gous pitted in front of Nick, and Nick was ahead of Arno, and now Arno is almost 2 seconds ahead of Nick. So that's the undercut view here in Austria. So Jaden, aka Knight, looking really good at this stage, managing tires, managing his ERS, not doing anything funny. We're expecting Bob and Tormund, so let's see if any one of them pits. So Tormund stays out, Bob stays out.
Yeah, so if you look at it, they're going for the one stopper.
Yep.
They're gonna probably need to do about, I would say, maybe another 2 or 3 more laps on those softs.
Yeah, get to lap 16, Gerard. Yeah,
so
that would be
Grim into the pits. Mediums on for him.
Right.
No wing change, so
all good.
Never had any damage.
Just probably battled with the tires. He's gonna come out. I just want to see.
Oh yes, nearly into the wall there.
Yeah, so he's gonna come out behind Nick Gishen. And Nick's chasing after Arno after the undercut there from Arno. So yeah, a bit of a race here. Super D has managed to get past Jaco, and I'm not sure if Speed Alcoholic had a problem somewhere, but Super D has gone basically from...
And Knightley is very close. I think Bob is coming into the pits. He pulled to the left side, so probably indicating that he's going into the pits.
Yeah, good stuff there by Bob, and great stuff by Knight, not cutting the corner there and causing chaos. It's going to give Josh a bit of breathing space so he can start saving a bit of his ERS now. And what you expect from Knight now is he's going to just boost, because he's got so much boost.
We've got Sims also into the pits. That's for wing change also.
Right, Bob is on brand new mediums. That will see him through to the end. Sims on a pair of softs, Gerard. That's going to be a stretch. Probably hoping for a safety car.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't have a nice feel on the mediums.
Yeah, so the closest battle at the moment is Super D in 4th, Speed Alcoholic and Yakunacho. So Speed's going to get past with the DRS and some boost assistance, so he gets past Super D.
Runs it a bit wide, so gives Super D a chance to come back on the inside.
Yeah, it's no real place here. Is he going to stick it?
He's sticking it. He's sticking it all the way.
Oh. That is a bit too close for comfort, if you ask me. But good aggressive driving by both of them. And it is Super D that's still, but Speed Alcoholic's going to get DRS again.
Yeah, and he'll probably use his boost also.
I don't think he's going to probably use it now. This is a very tricky section to use it. This straight's probably not long enough. This straight coming up is...
It's a bit too short for...
Yeah, oh, he gets a great... No, he gets a great exit. He's probably not even going to need to do a boost. Super D has been battling with turn 1 basically through the session. So, yeah.
And that brings Yaku also in there, Yaku into play. Super D losing it again a bit there on the exit.
Yeah.
You see Yaku not boosting. Yaku's got 6. Yaku
right, Top Dog's
Yaku's
also in the pits. Gerard, he's in 14th at the moment. Boinky's still in 15th. So the gap now between Josh and Knight has gone from 1.7 seconds down to 0.4 within a space of 2 laps. And yeah,
it's on.
It's on. Yeah, it's on like Donkey Kong. And the nice thing about this is all the extraordinary part is that Jaden is not using any boost. He's just fast on lap time at the moment. So Jaden is looking really great for the Williams. We're probably going to see them in round about lap 20-21, Gerard. Like I say, the undercut is extremely powerful here. So whoever, one of these two who pulls the trigger first, is going to have the advantage. So I'm not sure. You can see the red light flashing there on Josh's car, harvesting some energy. I'm not sure who's going to blink first of these two. But whoever blinks first, well, that's going to be great. So Super D and Speedy Alcoholic still at it.
And the penalties, just running through, you got Nick on 3, you got Arno on 3, you got Grim on 3 seconds, Sims on 12 seconds, Zero on 3 seconds, Hamrick on 3 seconds, and Top Dog on 9 seconds. And we got a yellow flag, sector 2, we got that looks like a McLaren.
Oh, and Super D runs wide, almost lost the car there. That gives Speed Alcoholic again the inside. So into turn 2, give each other nice space. Yeah, that's good by both of them. Oh, and Yaku's now, was that Bob?
So Sims lost
that's
it on the exit there by the last turn. Lucky never to get damage, so he's in last place now. Running very wide there, I don't know if he's got wing damage.
Alright. So with that bad exit there from Nick Gishin, he's got, he lost 2 positions, Gerard. He lost position to Speed Alcoholic and Yaku Nagel. So it's time for him to recuperate. Like I say, we expect these guys to probably jump in around about lap 20. And Knight's gone through on Josh eventually. So yeah, was waiting for that to happen. We missed that overtake slightly, but caught the last end of it. I think the right thing would be now, Gerard, is for Josh to pit right now. If he can get the undercut, or maybe stay 1 or 2 laps behind Knight and just to recover his ERS, try to stay within DRS. But I would think Josh would be thinking to himself, you know what, the position is lost, let me get into the pits, because I've got a funny suspicion that now that Knight's in free air, he's just going to can it. He's just going to open up the gap.
And Sims retired. I think that was in the pits.
A Speed Alcoholic lost the car. I'm not sure if it was contact, but he lost the car, and that's put up Yaku now into 3rd, Bob into 2nd.
So Josh into the pits.
Yeah, that's the right call. That is the right call. He's gonna get. He needs to have a mega outlap, Gerard, because Knight will pit immediately now, because I think Knight knows.
So Yaku, Bob, and it looks like Nick, Arno, Torment.
Yeah, Super D also into the pit, so he and also Grim, made the call.
Grim, he just comes out behind Grim.
Ooh, this is tight. This is tight racing. So Josh is having a look in front of me here. You can see Torment, Arnu, and Nick Gishin having a good old scrap here. 3 adrift. Ooh, and there's oh no, guys, come on. There was big contact. Torment, Arnu, Nick.
Yeah, so
I'm
Josh
pretty
lost
sure.
The
yeah, that's horrible. That is just not called for. I'm not sure what. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, that's definitely going to go to the steward's office. And that's Josh done. I mean, unless there's a safety car. Yeah, that was so unneeded. My word. That's enough to make you fume.
You see, Knightley pitted now for softs. He's coming out. He will probably come out in, if you look at it, probably in 6th place, 5th place, 4th place. And yeah, very close to this guy. So Eamon, you know, yeah, it's unfortunate that incident there.
Yeah, that was a bit naughty, I think, of the 3 drivers in front. You cannot go 3 into a corner like that. It's bound to be chaos, and the driver behind it nowhere to go. So yeah, that's definitely not a racing incident. So but anyway, it is Bob that's leading. Yaku still needs to pit, so he is in second, but don't get too excited. He still needs to pit. He's probably hoping for a safety car somewhere. Torment is already done into the pits. He's currently in second. Knight is in third, but he is, or fourth, the fastest tyre.
He is. And someone goes into the pits, and it looks like
Yaku.
And Knight goes past Torment.
Right, so Super D is in 7th, so he comes out, or he stays in front of Zero and Yaku with that brand new set of softs of his. Zero to cool on 8-lap old mediums, but he has got a penalty to his name. Josh all the way in 12th after that incident. Yeah, and you expect Knight to start catching Bob very quickly.
He's actually catching him like more than like 5. He's nearly up like 5 tenths already.
Alright.
That gap was 1.9, it's 1.1 now.
Alright. Torment kills, great race by him in 3rd. I see Grim, let's just have a look at this battle here. Grim, he's in 6th, he's chasing after Arno. And Nick Knight gets fastest lap at 104.852. That's a brilliant fastest lap by him. Right, so bad exit there by Arnu. Grim's probably going to get the overtake done. Yeah, he goes on the outside. Arnu stays on the inside. Yeah, just get the superior traction out of there. And there we go. So Grim is up into 5th. And he's going to start chasing after Negishan. They're all on the same tyre strategy at the moment. Nick 1.2 seconds behind Torment kills. His tyres is 3 laps older.
The gap behind Bob now is 2 tenths for Knight. So I suspect him to take him very soon. He's got superior grip with the soft tyres.
Right, so 12 laps left here in Austria. Closest battle at the moment on track is Grim versus Nick. And it looks like it is Zero to Cool versus Super D. Zero to Cool getting a penalty again. So he is on 9 seconds at the moment. Arne Gous on 6, Grim and Nick on 3. Top dog, 12 seconds. So he's stopping the list there.
Grim past Nick, or they're busy battling there, so let's just go to that.
Yeah,
side
he's
by
made
side.
it stick. Yeah, no, Nick gives him the space. and he's just going to tuck in behind him. So great drive by Nick. I mean, from last to fifth. At the moment, Boinkies is in 14th position, just behind Speed Alcoholic. So for the Alfa Romeo team, not the best of nights last night, and so far 13th and 14th. Great again from Ferrari, second and third. And then Williams, make Williams great again. They are first and fourth. McLaren only one left, Nick Gishen in fifth, so he'll be the only point scorer for McLaren. The AlphaTauris is currently in a sixth position with Arno Gous.
But Nick isn't Nick also supposed to be AlphaTauri? So he couldn't choose the car.
Yeah, he couldn't choose a car, yeah. So he's in an AlphaTauri, so that points will obviously go towards the AlphaTauri team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that looks good for AlphaTauri, fifth and sixth. And once again, so far with 10 laps to go, disappointing evening for Red Bull again.
Okay, so Grim is catching Torment and is bringing Nick along with him. The unfortunate only problem there is the penalties. So they need to clear Torment. I think they're both sitting on 3 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they both need to clear Torment with 3 seconds. If they get past, and there's 10 laps to go.
Yeah. Catching is one thing, passing is another. It's important for Nick to stay within that DRS of Grim, because once he loses that DRS, it's basically game over for him.
Two, looks like we got another AlphaTauri there. That's Boinky, he's just lost it at turn 2.
Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, this track, I don't know, the grip levels not the same, but anyway, there Josh gets his first 3 seconds. So Hamrick into the pits. Let's just see if there is.
Yeah, that's probably Josh running wide, trying to avoid Sir Hamrick. So he might just go up to the stewards and say, "Look, guys, come on. I had nowhere to go." So but he is up in 11th.
Yeah.
And he's chasing after Top Dog. That is in 10th. Yeah, and I think that's probably, if there's no safety car, that's probably the best Josh can do. Top Dog 8 seconds behind Jaco Nagel with only 9 laps to go. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, so Bob is not losing touch with Knight, but the tires are similar because Knight's on 5 lap soft, he's on 11 lap medium, so it's similar.
Yeah, I just think it's probably on the same level, Gerard. I don't think there's going to be a drop off on the softs at all for the mediums to catch him. Nick Giesen gets another penalty, so that's going to hurt him.
Yeah, guys, I'm just raking up penalties. This is penalty festival of note. I see Super D, he's not too bad. He's got Jaco behind him. He's got Arno 8 seconds in front of him.
So Hanku has gone into the pits, and that's his last pit stop. So he's gone onto a brand new set of softs, probably hoping for a safety car, which did not happen. So Hanku's going to come out just in front, or just behind. Just in front, Sir Hamrick. Yep, there we go. Just in front of his teammate.
So let's go back to Grim and Torment. This looks like it's the closest battle on track here at the moment, with Nick behind.
Yeah, but like you say, Gerard, penalties is going to be painful here with Grim, Nick and Arno on penalties. That will promote, if Super D can get the gap down, he might just gain 2 or 3 positions there via penalties. Jaco doing a good job there in 8th.
I see Bob very close now. So yeah, he's also inability to save his ERS at the moment now. So that's also probably helping him now.
Right, Gerard, I am going to stick on this battle. I am just going to be away for a bit, but I'm going to stick on this battle between Grim and Nick and Torment. Or yeah.
So Grim is gaining his about 3 tenths. See Bob is losing time again now to Nightly, maybe just at a moment somewhere. So this battle is close. Just a bit too far there to go for that move there. We'll get the DRS here. You'll be using a bit of boost. You might make it here. Depends on the wings they're running. It just pulls out of it. Not gonna risk the move there. And that all brings Nick back. Oh, and Grim picks up another 3 seconds. Chasing Torment. Penalties. Not the driver's friend tonight. And Nick a bit closer now. I got 31 laps completed out of 36. Let's go back to you watching that battle. I'll go back to the leaders. There's 5 tenths between them. Busy battling it out there. Not much in it.
You have to be in it to win it. There we go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like Kharat says, Bob, half a tenth. I tell you what, a great job by Torment Kills. Third, no penalties. Brilliant. I know he's under pressure by these guys, but if he can just keep them behind him for maybe 2 or 3 more laps, that will be mega by Torment Kills. So for the championship,
his job is done because the penalties, and I can't see them pulling out a second a lap, and we only got about 4 laps left.
Right, so
yeah, Grim is going for it, but yeah,
no, 6 seconds. Yeah, no, that's going to be horrible. Looking at the drivers' championship, ooh, that was close. Grim almost knocked the back of Torment there. Now Torment just needs to stick with Grim. He's got 6 seconds to play with, so he needs to just stick in there. But from a drivers' world championship point of view, championship leader Speed Alcoholic, he is currently in 11th position, and just behind him on the championship is Bob. Bob's currently in 2nd, so he will probably take the drivers championship lead going into round 4.
Yeah.
Josh, the other one protagonist, he is in 10th, so that's not gonna be great for him. And then from a constructor's point of view, a good night for Ferrari, a great night for Williams, as 1st and 3rd. That's going to bring them closer to the pack chasing Alfa Romeo. Yeah. Not a good night for Red Bull, so they're probably going to drop down to 4th or 5th in the constructors.
I see Nick is also looking to pass Torment. Sandbeck picks up another 3 seconds. Okay, let's go to this battle. So Bob is close now. So this, no penalties involved yet. This is the straight fight for the win. You got 2 seconds. Bob is boosting. He's going for the inside. Is he gonna make it stick? Will Knightley get better drive coming outside? So Knightley will get DRS now. So I think we're gonna see this battle last. Knightley.
Oh, that's tight.
Going inside. Yep. I think we need to stick on these two now.
Yeah, no, we are going to stick on these two. And 11 lap old on those soft, 17 laps on the mediums. They're probably the same kind of endurance. Did Bob do the overtake too early maybe? Shouldn't he have maybe just waited another lap, trying not to use as much boost as he does at the moment. So Jaden Knight will get DRS now. He will get DRS on the next one as well. He's not going to stick it in here. That will be foolish. Josh getting a very good exit out of turn 2. But yeah, he defends the inside.
I don't think he's going to have the boost for the last lap, so he needs to be careful.
Yeah, he needs to be very careful. This is great racing by these two. And Jaco has gone past Arno Gous further down the field, but our focus is here at the moment in terms of the lead.
Oh, and Super D, DNF. Unfortunately. Looks like it's a repeat of last night, but let's not go there.
Oh, word.
So we want to have a safety car.
Last lap, let's follow these two guys around. I am on board with Knight. So Josh running a bit wide there, maybe knowing that he doesn't have penalties yet, so he can probably milk it, but this is the overtake.
And Nike's going for the inside line. They're not going to yield here. No ways, no yielding on the
Why
last
would
lap.
you yield if it's a race win? That would be foolish.
Max Verstappen and Lewis all over it again.
The problem is, or the difference between this is I like both drivers.
Nice late braking there.
This is mega racing by these two drivers, my word.
You're going to see a dive bomb of note somewhere.
I don't think Bob will throw that away. I think he will heel. He would say, look, second is better than... Yeah, I think he's healed.
Just losing it now, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's backed off. You can see on the throttle movement. I think he's just backed off and said, look, this is it.
Light's also flashing a bit.
That could also be a problem for him. Right, so there we go. It is Knight that wins in Austria, followed by Bob. Nick's going to come into third, but he's not going to keep third because of penalties, unfortunately. I think it's going to be Tormund.
will also move up.
Tormund's going to take third very soon. There we go. Tormund takes third. Nick stays in fourth, Grim in fifth. Jaco Nagel, let's see how far he can climb up with no penalties.
I think probably fourth.
Let's see where this gets him. Gets into fifth. Great stuff by him. Arnu in seventh. Great drive by Arnu. And that is everyone just messing around. It is Josh in 8th, Top Dog in 10th, 11th, Speed Alcoholic jumps into 9th, Hanku in 10th, and Boinky's a very lonely race after those two spins.
It was also like Division 2, difficult race. I think, yeah, it wasn't as easy as guys would expect it to be, but Nick gets driver of the day. I would tend to agree with that.
Yeah.
Nice
if it wasn't for his penalties, Nick Gishan, focus on your penalties. I know you're listening.
Definitely. Yeah.
Focus on your penalties because the race results and the speed is there, my man. It is really just the penalties that's costing you at the moment. Well, there we go. So it is Williams a strong result for Ferrari here tonight with second and third. So that's great stuff. And I tell you what, I know driver of the day Nick Gishan, but Tormund Kiels had a mega race this evening. So there we go. Final confirmation for you. Knight wins for Williams in Austria, followed by Bob and Tormund in the Ferraris. Nick Gishan, driver of the day, all the way from the back of the grid to fourth. Mega race by him. That points will go to AlphaTauri. Jaco Nagel, good recovery drive from him outside of the top 10 in the qualifying to fifth. Grim in sixth. Arnu started 9th, finished 7th, so that is a good result for him.
Man, I think just the penalties and Nick 9-second penalties.
Yeah,
cost
that's painful. Yeah, Josh with that incident that happened in front of him, that probably cost him a fat fight for the lead, but he's down in 8th. Speed Alcoholic in 9th, 0 and 10th, Sam Hamrick in 11th, and your last points scoring position is top dog. Right, so that is it from me and Gerard. We will probably catch you guys next week when we are hungry in Hungary. Yes, Hungary.
Hopefully we'll be in a better mood after our race.
Yeah, so it will come to us. Hungary next week, Division 2. Wednesday night, join Webo Red 5 as he commentates for Division 2.
See us, Red Bull 1-2, Division 2, and Red Bull 1-2.
Gerard's drinking at the... Apologies for Gerard drinking offline. Apologies for that. Right, brilliant. So we will catch you guys next week on Wednesday and Thursday. Thanks, Gerard, for joining me.
No problem. Thanks, and good night.
Good night, everyone.